Hey everyone, my name is Danny Ross, and I will be your host tonight, taking you on this fun journey. One of the things that I want you to understand right from the start is this is not going to be one of those theoretical kind of discussions. It's going to be very much so tools and things and tricks and recipes that you can start using immediately after the call. And let's go ahead and jump right in. Three questions everyone new to AI should consider. What is AI? AI is not exactly new. I've been selling SaaS-based products for over 10 years in my different responsibilities. AI started as what they call machine learning, and then it graduated to supervised machine learning, which means that people were using tools where they put their input and then the machine was crunching large amounts of data and information. I'm going to give you the tool so you can communicate with just about any AI tool, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, it doesn't matter. If it is what we call a large language model, you'll be able to communicate with it. So the future is here, generative AI, where you can have a conversation with a large language model. It's sort of democratized AI. So no longer did you need millions of dollars to communicate with a computer and have a conversation and have it give you back information and answers. The next step is specialized AIs, and these are tools where you can type in a prompt or text and get an image out of it, such as Midjourney, Leonardo. Those are both specialized AI tools. And then you can also go another step and do text to video. In other words, they're taking that large language model and doing a specific thing very well. What we're going to spend a lot of time on tonight is what we like to call personalized AI. And this is where the AI is trained on your information, your company, your philosophy. You put yourself into it. So it's personalized to you. And we're going to kind of talk about all of those. My name, as I said earlier, if you're just joining, is Danny Ross. 30 years plus in the sales and digital marketing and business development space. I worked in the corporate selling to Fortune 100 companies. And so I've been doing this for just a minute. And the promise to you tonight, you're going to walk away with formulas, recipes, frameworks that you can start using today, and you can apply it to any AI tool that's out there. So speaking of AI tools, one of the things I've seen is people are concerned about AI taking jobs and things like that. The reality is AI is what I like to call a frenemy in the sense that if you understand it and can communicate with it, it can give you a lot of power. So let's just deal with some facts. AI is faster than we are. It basically knows everything that's on the internet. It doesn't get tired. And one of the fun things about that, even if you think about it from a using it point of view, is for example, there's lots of AI tools out there. Most of them have a free version where you can try for a little bit, and then it's about $20 a month. But if you use it properly, you can think of it as having 2,000 employees you're hiring for $20 a month that are experts in anything that you want to ask it. So if you want to have a theoretical conversation about science or you want to learn about business and have a conversation with Steve Jobs, you can do that through AI because the AI tool has a lot of historical information and kind of can respond with the right prompt in the nature of that individual, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, whoever you want to speak to and interact with, it can pretend to be that particular person. So it is a very interesting era. It is where we are today is the launch of a whole new category of human existence. And we like to kind of call it AI super self. And what does that mean? It means when you take your knowledge, your experiences, add it to our formulas and playbook, add the AI, you get that AI super self. So it's the best version of you. And what you want to go towards here is you want to become irreplaceable. That means whether it's your business, you want to expand and grow faster, grow revenue, find leads, any of those types of practical things, or if you're working in a corporate space and you want to make sure you're irreplaceable. My nickname when I worked for some of these companies was Danny Digital because I always liked technology and applying it to make myself better and being that person where they could ask any question and a couple of minutes later I give them back the answer. And again, AI can make you that person in your job. It doesn't matter. Or if you've got a side hustle that you're doing in addition to your job and you want to grow your life, this can make you grow faster and better. And it's amazing, just even right now, like I don't search for anything in Google anymore. I use my large language models and I ask that questions and I get any answer I want back, right? Let's jump right in. This method, you've heard of super prompts, power prompts, any way you want to kind of phrase it. It's the ability to create effective prompting so that you get the best results back. And so the way that you do that, and by the way, you're going to get this PDF at the end of the call today, so you can immediately start using it. You're also going to get a book called AI Powered Dreams, a free ebook on AI and how to use it. And it's accompanied, if you do sign up with the offer I'm going to give you a little later, I'm going to give you an offer at the end of the call. If you stick around, you get 10 free, and these are workbooks that go with the main book. And what's fun about it is you can actually use the checklist in the book and it'll get you where you need to go and you'll get the create method. So let's walk through it. You get from a first thing you want to do is set the context. So in other words, you want to inform the AI tool, the large language model, how you want it to interact with you. So I want you to be an author. I want you to be a doctor. I want you to be a lawyer. So you set the stage and you want to interact with this particular type of person, a marketer. So you can tell the AI, you are this marketing expert, and I want you to write this copy for my ad in this style. So you can set that context is what that is for. The next thing is you want to be very, very specific on what you want it to generate. That's why it's called generative AI. I want you to create an email that I'm going to use for a marketing campaign. I want you to create an outline for a book that I'm writing on this particular subject. I want you to help me create a headline, an eye-catching headline that I'm going to use on Facebook. I want you to create a press release, an agreement, a contract, and I'm working in this state. I want you to create a contract between this and that and for this purpose. And you can kind of, I want you to help me create a lease agreement. Then you want to drill down even more and give it an explanation. So I want you to create a detailed list of this, and that. I want you to summarize for me. I want you to compare and contrast these things. So you can give it URLs and domain names and have it compare them. You can upload PDFs or Word documents and have it find things in it for you. I want you to create an entertaining document for a new campaign that we're coming up with. So you can come up with any kind of reason or explanation that you want to give. The next extremely important thing is your target audience. I'm creating this content for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. I'm creating it for women, for men. So you can get very, very specific, and this is important. If you remember that old show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And the general answer for most people is no. So you can, when I write content for my website, you can say, I want it at a fifth grade reading level so that it's easily digested by anybody who comes to your website. So you can be very, very specific of the audience and the tone. I want it persuasive. For sales content, I'm writing my thesis. I want the tone of it to be professional, humorous. I don't know how funny AI is. I would put it at the dad joke level, but it does know every comedian on the internet. You can give it all kinds of different instructions. And this is what I mean by you can have it take a run at it, first draft, and then you can say, okay, I need you to expand upon this. One of the most powerful uses of any AI tool is it never gets tired, right? We talked about that. So you can have it constantly just keep trying new ideas and say, that's good, but I want you to add this or delete that, revise this, summarize this, simplify. A lot of times the answer from the AI can be too complicated. Say, okay, simplify it down, reorganize it. So let's say it gives you a whole bunch of data. You can say, okay, I need that back in a table, or I need that back in an Excel spreadsheet format. So it can give you back your data. You can ask it to reorganize it into a simpler way to do it. Fact checking, condensing, all different things you can do after you get that first response from it. So if you don't like the response, just rephrase your prompt just a little bit. That's how you get to the goal that you're looking for. So hopefully all of that is there. Feel free to go ahead and ask any questions as I go along. And let's see. Okay, yeah, keep putting questions into the chat as we go. So we're going to do some practical examples here. So I'm going to use the first one. I'm going to say, I want you to be an author. We're going to create an outline for a book summarizing creating for business owners. I want you to make it inspirational. And here's kind of what the prompt will look like. You are a New York Times best-selling author, right? Set the context. Write a chapter by chapter outline for a book specific, right? Summarizing the 5 steps business owners can use or take to learn AI using BuildBiz.ai. And by the way, I'll talk about that in just a minute. So they can increase sales and grow revenue in record time. Write this in an inspirational tone. Pretty good prompt, very specific, covers all of the things that we want to utilize. So let's go ahead and actually do that, right? So let me grab, I'm gonna bounce on over here to our friendly AI. Now, the most popular one out there by far is ChatGPT by OpenAI. And so you can go in here and you can use the audio voice mode and talk to it. You are a New York Times best-selling author. Write a chapter by chapter outline for a book summarizing the 5 steps business owners can take to learn AI using BuildBiz.ai so they can increase sales and grow revenue in record time. Write this in an inspirational tone. And it's off. So it's literally taking what I just said. Sometimes AI can be very literal. The 5 steps business owners can take to learn AI using BuildBiz, right? So it literally it took exactly what I said, not being creative in this sense. Then it's created an introduction, it created chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually it stops about 10. And what's important about this process is this is what you would do in the olden times, 3 years ago. Now you have an outline and you can look at that outline. And this is where, if you're writing a book about something you could make changes to it, right? So chapter 1, the power of AI in business. Chapter 2, embracing the AI mindset with practical steps in each chapter. So this is where now you're saying, okay, that wasn't bad, but I want you to give me a little bit more specific, kind of almost like a workbook kind of format where I follow the steps and I go boom, 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 boom. So now it's giving me a marketing hook that I can use in each chapter. It's giving me steps, practical steps that I can do in each chapter. So this is how you would do that iteration that I talked about so that you get the best results out of it. Another thing that we could do here is you can say, this is where you are using a particular famous person, right? Give me 5 new titles in the voice of Dan Kennedy, right? So Dan Kennedy is a famous Wall Street marketing guru, and you could ask it to rewrite that title, right? Dominate your market from overload to overachiever, the lazy entrepreneur's guide to crushing goals. So these are much more marketing friendly types of titles. And so this is where you're iterating with it. So let's go ahead and have it write the first chapter. So you are a world-class author. I want you to write a comprehensive first chapter, including examples, focus on how AI can help new business owners with the daunting task of taking their big dream or idea out of their head and into the real world. Using practical examples, write it in the tone of Gillian Perkins. Starting a business is exhilarating. You have a big idea, vision of success, and the passion to make it happen. But let's be honest, moving from the dream stage to actually running a business can feel overwhelming. Where do you start? As the person that's writing the book, you would now read through this chapter. You would get a better idea of where this is going now, and then you would start making edits. You would make this is doing kind of a step-by-step thing, and you would maybe rewrite it more in a typical chapter by chapter. Rewrite, removing the steps, and make it a more traditional first chapter. So this is how you would iterate with it and say, this is coming along, but I don't like the way, the style of how it's doing it. So let's go ahead and change it up a little bit. And so there you go. It's rewriting it. It took out the steps. It's just going to take the same content, it's just presenting it in a slightly different way. And there you go. This is kind of where we want to go. And so we've kind of got that started. Next thing we might want to do is, let's grab another prompt here. While it's still writing, you can just drop it in. By the way, if you don't like it, you can stop it and change your prompt. You don't have to wait till it finishes. So now it's going back. You are a Madison Avenue advertising expert specialized in creating book covers for nonfiction Amazon bestsellers. Create a text prompt for a book cover for the book we just created. Make it persuasive and inspirational. So, by the way, if you pay the $20 in ChatGPT, it does have the ability to create graphics, but I did want to have it create this prompt so that I can kind of show you what you would use it in. So let's say we take this and we tell it to create this image, right? You could actually just say create the image because it knows it just wrote a prompt, but I'm going to be redundant and you can see it's now trying to create that prompt. So while it does that, I'm actually going to take that instruction and I'm going to take it over to the BuildBiz platform and kind of give you an introduction of this as well. So the BuildBiz platform is fun because it actually has over 45 plus AI tools in it. When you sign up for BuildBiz.ai, I have organized them in a way that you can kind of go to exactly the area instead of seeing all those icons. This is a lot easier to just kind of focus in on where you are. So you start with the welcome, and there's a host of AI explainers, right? So this is explaining videos, explaining the different tools that are in here, the big ones. And then we have the AI sales coach. This one is essentially just like ChatGPT, but I've trained it up to create the same type of content that I would want. So in other words, it's focused on small business, small, medium-sized business, creating content around those. So it acts just like ChatGPT and Gemini and so on and so forth. So the same prompt that I just put into ChatGPT, you can see it here. It's laying out the same type of chapter by chapter outline. I used the first prompt that we did, and you can see it's creating that same type of content. And so I can take this prompt. There's our first book right there. That's not bad. Let me grab this prompt again. So Dream, Build, Thrive. So it's not a bad book. There, you can see that the text that it's creating is not 100% accurate. That is a common thing with certain AI tools. And we can go over a little later how you can edit the actual text to make it better. But the key concept is you can go from a text prompt to an image and have it create something that you can immediately start using. So what I like about this, $20 a month, you can use DALL-E and you can have ChatGPT create content for you. You can do the same thing in the BuildBiz family of AI tools. And the first one, as I mentioned, that I was showing you in the welcome area is the AI sales coach. There's a support tool. There is the books, so you can download the books anytime you want. You can download the 10 workbooks here. And so immediately after you come in, there's tools to help you with business formation. You can get your own domain. You can get your own business email address, business phone number. All of this is in the platform. So I wanted to create a way for everybody to go from starting off right into creating content for their websites. So I put the prompt that I had ChatGPT create, which by the way, you can have the AI tool create a prompt for you as well. And then it'll go off and start creating. And what I like about this, just like we did with ChatGPT, you can drop that same prompt in here and it's trying, right? Dream, build, thrive. It did a better job on the highlighted text, but there's still some errors in here. And there's ways to take this text and fix it. And I will show you that a little bit later if we get a chance. But my point is, it takes the same prompting and creates images for you from text to thing. But here's what I love about this tool. This tool is called hyperrealistic, and it's just a big fancy word that it takes a really good stab at creating more realistic images. And this is a simple image that it created that you can download. What you want to do as you use it, you want to give it a star rating to let it know, hey, it did a great job. I said, a black woman on her knees praying, use color scheme of red and black. And the reason why I created this image was a customer of mine was looking, she was going to be doing some work for a church, and she just wanted some images that she can use for inspiration. And I said, okay, let's just type in a simple prompt. Here's another one. This one is, this is where, you can give it a more specific prompt. And I have a book called AI Powered Dreams, which you get free. And so I wanted it to create a couple of covers for me. And this was the prompt that I put in there, right? So you can create very simple English versions of your prompt, and it will create the image for you just like that. And so that's all under content creation. And so these are all content creation tools. The other one that I love to use is scroll stopping ads. That same woman, she was doing a mural for a church and she wanted, and here's the prompt that we gave it. Church mural featuring African American cherubs with exaggerated large wings. The church is glowing in the soft light. So again, the more descriptive you are, the better you are. But if you compare this prompt to the one that the AI tool created, this is mostly in English. I want it off-white with gold and pearl, and you could do iterations of this until you get it exactly where you want. This particular tool is called Scroll Stopping Ads, and it's designed around sales and marketing where you're going to be creating Facebook ads, but you can also use it for anything you want emotions in, right? It'll actually add colors, vibrant colors. If you want to use vibrant colors, you can be very granular in controlling. I want it to be have emotional appeal. All of these things are built into this tool. So you can get really, really creative with the types of things that you want it to create for you. The way that this works is we use multiple LLMs. So for each one of these tools, we will use the best LLM for that task. For one price point, you are able to use multiple LLMs to get the right thing done. If I go into this is kind of my back end version of the tool. If I go into hyperrealistic, you can create, like this one is a monochrome image. So you can create almost any type of image that you can think of. So I was doing something with speakers and I wanted to create that. And so I thought that was pretty cool. I asked this one, I asked it for a young lady learning AI, and I actually used that while I was on a call. with the Atlanta Black Chamber and created an ad with it a couple of seconds later. Yeah, here's the one I was looking for. This is the other version of that prompt, right? A black woman on her knees praying, use color scheme of red and black. Same prompt, but I told it instead to use a white background on this one. So again, you can get extremely creative, but it can be a simple prompt, and the tool will take it and interpret it into some amazing ideas. Let's do video, AI video. So while I do this, if you have a business already that you've created, go ahead and drop your URL or your domain name in the chat, and I'll see if I can use that. Let me grab this one here. It's particular. It wants that HTTPS. And by the way, when it does this, it does not scroll every page of the website. It only uses that first URL you give it. So if you have multiple pages in your website and you want to get content from it in the video, there's different ways that you can do that and kind of put it all together. Now, in most of the different video tools here, and I'll let that run. And by the way, it's not going to take 7 minutes. It kind of is like Scotty on the Enterprise in that it gives you an inflated time of how long it's going to take, but it's doing a lot of things. It is scanning the URL that we just gave it. It is looking for all of the different text that is on there. So it's capturing the information from the text. It is generating images. And in the default version of this, it only creates, I think it's 6 scenes in your video, about 30 seconds long. But by the way, you can upload your own video. You can upload your own pictures. This one I run.
Hi, and welcome to BuildBiz.ai. My name is Sarah. I am an AI assistant created by CEO Danny Ross. AI is transforming business at an incredible pace. Some businesses will thrive, while others will get left behind. The question is, where will you be? Whether you're a CEO, business owner, consultant, or entrepreneur, AI is going to change.
So very simple, but very effective, what we call a video sales letter, where you're explaining to your audience about your products and service. So let me show you some of the other settings that are in here. So you have a lot of granular control. You can actually upload your own logo. You can change the language. There's multiple languages. You can decide whether it's scroll stopping or photorealistic. You can choose the voice.
Welcome to Deal.ai.
So now that's Adam. You hear his voice all over the internet, but you can actually change the voice to anybody that you want to use and that you like.
Welcome to Deal.ai. Get everything your business needs in one.
And then there's Sarah, who I used in the other video, right? You can change the music. You can upload your own music. You can change the country. You can use hip hop, but they don't want the music to take away from the video. So the tone of it is usually pretty slow, but you can change it to whatever it is that you like. You can decide, is it a highlight? Is it static? So you get control over the captions, the color of the caption, the fonts in the caption. You can decide if it's portrait or landscape, which is good because if you're putting it in a feed, you might want it to be vertical. If you're putting it on your website, you might want it to be landscape. So you can decide on that. And then if you are creating a video, you can, once you've created the first slide of the video, you can immediately go back in and change the text. So when it creates it, it usually creates very simple one-liners for that 30-second. But if you want it to be a longer video, you just simply give it more context. I took some of the images that it created, and then other ones that I didn't like, I went out to scroll stopping ads or hyper-realistic, created those, and then uploaded them into here because you have more control in those AI tools on what it's creating. It tries to do a good job, but if you want to create and customize it, upload your own video, this is how you would do it. And if you want to add another scene, you just click the button and add another scene. Let's go back and see what it created for TTL.US. Let's go ahead and play that one.
Imagine a world where communication across West Africa is seamless and affordable. Trans-Africa Telecommunication Technologies, LLC, is making it a reality by partnering with ECOWAS to cut roaming costs across 15 countries. Tattle stands at the forefront of telecommunications innovation, breaking down barriers and driving economic growth. With a focus on reliability and customer satisfaction, Tattle is revolutionizing how Africa communicates. This new network promises to save money for both businesses and consumers, enhancing connectivity like never before. Join us as we redefine Africa's telecommunications landscape and create a brighter, more connected future.
It just created it by itself using the content from the actual website. And so now what I would do is I'd go back and fix the pronunciation errors. I would add more information. I would change out perhaps the images that it created with images I have on my website. Those are the simple things that you can do. So when you create a video sales letter, there's kind of a formula that you want to follow, and you can actually ask the AI sales coach to give you that formula. Say, here's my business. Here's what I want to do. I want to create a 2-minute video. Help me write the script. And the AI sales coach will write that script. And then you just copy paste the pieces here, right in here, and have it generate based on the text that the AI. So you have everything you need in the platform to create a really powerful video sales letter. The other one I wanted to kind of show you, this was one that I did for this one here is fun.
Elevate your business with Vine's Film and Media's exceptional aerial video and photography services. Our FAA-certified drone pilots are ready to capture stunning visuals for industries like construction, real estate, and disaster reconnaissance. With specialized drone packages, we meet every unique aerial and video.
Again, all I did was give it the URL. It read the website. But what is really important about this video is it recognized that the content said that this is a drone company taking photos. So all of the images it created was from this high level, and I didn't do anything to have it do that. Now I would just go in and tweak the text, because you want to have it in your video sales letter. You want to have an introduction. You want to describe the challenge that your service is fixing. You want to have an offer in your video sales letter. You want to make it what we call either a Godfather offer or an atomic offer, something that people can't refuse. You want to give a guarantee, and then you want to pull all of that in that 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute video sales letter that you're going to put on Facebook or your website or wherever. So that's the kind of formulaic way that you want to create this. So all of that is built right in, and it can help. Every tool in here can help you write to a different piece of that puzzle. You have the ability to do voiceover. You have the ability you have a vault. The vault has 5 terabytes of storage for you. You can create AI movies. It has a logo maker, so you can generate logos for yourself. We can go in and actually edit the image. You can edit images that it gives you. You can create blogs. You can create e-commerce where you feed it the product that you're going to be selling. It creates a product description and everything that you would need for your website, including magic hooks, which are SEO-based tags that you would put on your blog or your website. You have the ability in this to create your own websites, your own sales funnels. We have 4 different website and funnel makers, and you can create it automatically just from a URL like I was showing you before. You can go in and edit any website page that you have, just like you can change the word. You can type in it. It's very easy to edit. You can create pop-ups where you can capture information. You can see what the site is going to look like automatically for mobile phones all the way through. So very super simple, easy website editor. And you have this built right into there. So I'm not going to save anything. But if I wanted to go back here and create a new sales funnel, it could be anything, test website. And the next step is it will give you some example funnels that you can use or website pages. So if I pick this one, this goes back to what I was talking about before, that I don't use Google anymore to find things, right? So SEO is search engine optimization, and that's what people focus on to get found on Google's search engine, Bing, and so on and so forth, which is fantastic. By the way, it's not dead. It's just kind of a joke that we make. AEO is the next big thing, and this is AI engine optimization. So this is where we're going. And as a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to launch a platform similar to BuildBiz with an extreme focus on AI engine optimization. And this will also be available as an upgrade from the BuildBiz platform. And the way that it works is you can go in, give it any URL, and the business profiler will create an overall business profile of your website, similar to what we were doing with the other stuff. And then from there, you can say, feed that over to the Facebook content optimizer. So it'll give you a suggested page name, username. It'll give you a possible icon. It'll give you a banner background. And so what's fun about this is if you're a business owner and you're just getting started, the website, the platform, BuildBiz.ai will give you everything you need to get launched and started. If you're an existing business and you want to grow faster, it also gives you all of the AI tools that you can use to make your business just propel it right away. So like, for instance, I want to create this Facebook information. It'll take the information and it'll create all this content for you. What's different about this content is, yes, it has all of the keywords, long tail, short, whatever types of keywords that you need for SEO. But now it's giving you what's called conversational keywords so that when you search in ChatGPT for your type of product or service, it has a chance of showing up in there because this is how AI engines work. They don't use keywords exactly. When they scrape the internet, they're more conversational. And that's how you speak to the AI tool, and that's how it brings back content. So if your website has this embedded into the website, we give you the content that you're going to put on Facebook, we give you the content you're going to put on your website, in your blogs. We'll give you the content for your FAQs. We'll give you the content. So all of these different things that you're going to need. So here's the AI business. And so here's your location-based keywords as you describe your business to it, your action-orientated keywords. All these things are we give you automatically, and then you send it over to these different AEO optimized apps. So schema markup, this puts the JSON directly on, you can put it into your funnel, into your website, and this helps you get found when the AI engines are scraping the internet. Blog posts, home pages, proposal generator, keyword generator, your LinkedIn business profile, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and there's more apps coming out. That's one of the great things about the BuildBiz platform, by the way. It's not static. There's always new things being added. So you are always getting new content. And that's where this joke SEO is dead comes from, because we are introducing AEO as the next greatest thing for getting found on the internet. And anyway, it'll generate this content. You can edit it. You can create a form. So a lot of fun things built right in. So I covered the welcome. I covered the business formation tools, including the workbooks, sales and marketing. It'll create magic hooks, which are like those advertising hooks. It'll create bonus generators, better benefit stacks. It has a built-in CRM system that is basic, yes, but effective in the sense that, let me go in here. I can have some contacts. I can have different lists of contacts. I can do broadcast emails. If you are going to send a broadcast, you need to have either SendGrid or MailGun. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. It's easy to understand once you get going. And then you can create unique ad workflows. So you can say, I want to send an email blast. If somebody clicks this link, I want you to do this. 3 days later, I want to send another email. So you can automate those steps directly from that CRM tool. So pretty powerful tool built into the platform. No extra charge for those. I showed you the content creations. This is what's, it's a tough task for me to go through all of these different things. But the thing about it is you're getting a lot of value. So you're getting a lot of different tools built right into one platform. So from this prompt, a teddy bear in sunglasses playing electric guitar, dancing in the jungle, right? You get a movie creation. So now you'll notice that there are two apps in here that use what's called credits. And credits are, if you're doing something really super advanced, we do have a credit system for those. The base price if we wanted to give this to everybody, like if you go to InVideo or HeyGen or any of these video creation tools, you pay a lot of money for those videos that it creates. So we wanted to create an inexpensive way so that we wouldn't have to raise the price point for everybody, just the people who are using those advanced tools. And so for 1,000 credits, $6.99. So very cheap. And it tells you how much it's going to cost to generate it. So that way you only pay for something, this nice quality video movie maker, which is going to get better and better because you're the one using it. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. Says everything else is included in the base platform. So I just wanted to point that out, that there are two apps on here that do ask for credits when you generate something. Everything else is inclusive in there. So we are starting different customized AI tools. So this is something that people are coming here. For example, one of my customers created this tool here for branding. It's just like ChatGPT, but she focuses on branding. So that's in the platform, available in the platform. We have the personal tax advisor, business tax advisor. These are all customized AI tools. We have business, the ability to create what's called a knowledge base. There's a ton of apps that are built in. The key question everybody always asks at this point is, okay, Danny, you showed me a lot of things. How much does this cost? So if you look at where we are now, the idea behind all of this is I wanted to create a platform. I worked many, many years in the corporate space. I wanted to create a platform where I could level the playing field for small and medium businesses. I wanted it to be a way that you can come in, start wherever you are. You don't have to know any complicated prompting. I wanted to make it easy for you. And you can go right here and use these recipes and formulas that are built into the book. We give you 10 workbooks, financial foundations, all the way through marketing, building a brand. All of these books are inclusive, free, no charge. And the platform, as I mentioned, 40 plus apps. I saw somebody ask, how do you compare to High Level? So that's a fair question. High Level is not an AI platform. High Level is a specifically, and I've used it, so I know exactly what it does. But High Level is around the ability for sales and marketing. Does a fantastic job. It's a very powerful platform, but it's also very complicated, has a very long learning curve. If you're already using it, great. But if you're starting to just go, at that beginning point, it is so hard to get going. So with this tool, you can basically do a lot of what High Level does without having to know any coding, putting together all these different things. So it doesn't compare in the sense of scope of High Level. High Level is extremely powerful. So if you're going for it, go for it. It's really, really good. But if you're just saying, hey, I just want to get started building websites and things like that, these are the actual tools I use myself every day. So everything you see, you'll see. By the way, the BuildBiz platform is built on Deal.ai platform. I always disclose that because, first of all, there's a lot of people using it, and it's a customized version of this platform. And the reason why I show you this is because if you go to sign up for them, it's $69 a month, right? So I just want to show you that. So when I say that this is a value of such and such, I'm not making up that value. And I'm doing it for $19.95 a month for the platform. You get everything that I just showed you that is part of the standard platform. You get a 3-day trial. They don't offer a trial. So you can go in, play with it, cancel anytime you want. And the way that you get there is real simple. You can go to join.buildbiz.ai, or you can scan a little QR code. So the difference within what my offer and theirs is you get the free trial and you can click on that link, easy to get to. And again, you're going to get over 40 plus AI apps. What is also interesting when we talk about the difference, one of the cool things that High Level does is it does give you the ability to create an agency, right? Advertising agency, right? Or marketing agency to be more precise. And we do that as well. So we give you actually three different ways for you to make money above and beyond using the different tools, right? You have the content creation tools and the marketing tools. So if you say, I'm going to pay $20 for ChatGPT, X dollars for Midjourney, X dollars for HeyGen and in video, it adds up quickly. So for $20 a month and with a free trial, you get to play with all of these AI tools. And then you can upgrade to the custom AI tools. So when I say custom, I mean literally you can create under the monetization area your own marketing program. So if you say, hey, I want to make money selling AI tools, but I don't want to actually do all that work, Danny. I just want to sell them. Once you sign up under affiliate, you will see a link. Right now, this link is showing Danny Ross because this is my user, right? But if you sign up with your name, Patrick Young, it'll have your code here. And when they click on your code, it'll say your name is inviting you to join BuildBiz.ai. And when they click on it to sign up, this is what you see when you go into the free trial. They sign in their name and they go for it. It's super simple to sign up. And again, you cancel anytime. But what they'll see is this page here, which will give them what are they going to get. So all of these tools, and we add new ones every 2 weeks or so. There's another app that's added. And so they're going to get all of these apps. And when you sell it, you get 50% of that $19.95 a month. Super simple. The other way that you can monetize and make money is what we call a white label. And the white label is $27 a month. So that's a total of $46.95. And you would be able to resell the BuildBiz platform. You would be able to brand it any way you want. You can literally change each and every icon to be your color scheme, just like the It Girl did there, where she has the branding icon down here. You can create your, like this one here, the personal tax advisor icon. So you can create your own icons. You can market it in the BuildBiz platform, or you can just have it for just your customers. And that's called a white label. So that's like an advanced marketing platform. So you have your own AI agency at that point. So you were asking about the difference between this and high level. So with this, you get 50% of everything that they do, including any upgrades that they make. So in the white label, you can set your own logo, put in your own custom coding, right? You can create your own custom GPT apps, and you can train them. For each app, you have the ability to decide how much to charge per month. You can do annual. Almost all of the apps in the BuildBiz platform are included for free. If they're not included for free, that's because they're a custom app like this branding one, and you set the price point for that in your white label. So again, affiliate, no customization required. You just share that link wherever you want, and your name shows up with your offer, right, of $19.95 a month. However, again, if you want to create your own apps, you can actually also go in and change it to whatever you want per month. You set up whether you want to make money on the different like email or business phone, things like that, right? And then under customization, you can create different messages that pop up on the screen. You can pick two layouts, the background one, the apps, the website layout. So you can create all of that. So very easy to create a white label that is just for your business, and you can customize it so that it looks completely different. Let me show you one here. This one is an example where they've created custom. You can change each icon, as I mentioned. And so they have a lot of custom icons in this this is the 1000X family platform. And they've created these custom apps that are based on their content. So I'll stop here, see if anybody has questions. Yes, once you sign up for the platform, you can share the affiliate link with anybody that you want. So under monetization and external, you'll see affiliate. And all you do is click this, and then you copy this link, and put it anywhere you want. And everybody who signs up, you get 50% automatically. So super simple. We have a one-day AI marketing boot camp. And it's really cool because you can sign up for it and you can learn. You spend the whole day kind of walking through it. It's 197 for the whole day. And we'll help you more training on AI tools, more frameworks, client journey, ad strategies. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and send me an email, and we're going to be launching this as well. You'll get some very specific training. So it's a lot of fun, and I will share that link with you as soon as we get that link updated. It's going to be on the 17th of January, by the way. And I'm also going to be sharing the link to the AEO optimization platform. And this is for people who have an agency or they have a business that they want to optimize for the AI engines. And there's a whole platform with tons of tools that are focused on that as well. There's an Academy App Wizard, which is where I created the explainer videos. There is a community built into it, and then there's a live training where you can upload videos from YouTube, Vimeo, and Wistia and create your own learning platform for your customers. Any other questions? April says that she just needs to sign up, and then I'll have a million questions. I guess this is really, really cool. I can now stop creating bookmarks for all the AI tools. Yes, Travis, that is what I love about the platform. You can spend hundreds of dollars a month on all of the various AI tools. And that's one of the reasons why I created the Build. I wanted a place where all of these tools are in one place, easy to get to, doesn't cost an arm and a leg. That really is the point of this whole thing here. I will be having the training. So what'll happen is up here where it says welcome, and then it'll have the announcements of when I'm going to have the training videos sessions right up here at the top here. So just look out there and you'll see them kind of pop up. So everybody have a fantastic evening. It was a pleasure meeting all of you who I don't know, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, everybody.